Hello everybody, it's Farm Sim Guy here. Hope you're all well for a Wednesday night. 1 second. There we go, can see my chat now. Evening Leinster, Eamon, Carpet Farmer, how you doing? Curtis Daniel, how you doing? How's it going, guys? Well, it's raining. Well, I don't know how long it's going to last because there's a little sun icon in the top corner there, so maybe it's not going to last too long. What have I done since we were last here? I've got some new silos. Popped these up the other day purely because there was no space left. Didn't know where I was going to put my soybeans, so... Hello lol, how you doing? Thanks for joining the stream. So yeah, a little bit of landscaping required around here. I'll just finish that actually. Sculpting. What do I want to smooth that off, don't I? Hopefully that'll be no lumps in that when I bring a truck around that. It's all smoothed off. There you go. Yeah, painted in the roads as well. There's our unload point. Sorry, that's our load point. Unload point is around here, so I've driven a nice kind of loop around so everybody can get in and out. Yeah, I'm doing very well, mate. Thanks very much. Thanks for asking. Nice to be back on this map. I tell you, I've been itching to play it all week, but I've been trying to get my other vids out. But you guys seem to like this map. You really do. So who am I to deny you the map? Check our dryer as well. See what the numbers are like. Ooh. You've dried a fair bit now. That's good. Let's have a look at global companies. See what they're saying to us. 225,000. 11% dried. Could be setting some run courses up for those with the trucks. Start ferrying that stuff about. In fact, with that in mind, we'll probably find out who's buying the most. Well, the most expensive corn at the moment is Flint Hill Resources, which I do believe is the is that the ethanol plant? I can't remember. Flint Hill Resources. I do believe that is the ethanol plant. If we go around here, there's some processing going on somewhere. Evening Brian, evening Steve, how you doing? Thanks for joining, guys. Just 1 second. Yes, 1.5 million litres of corn is a lot. Even with those big West trailers, that's a lot of corn. Did you see actually? The West trailers are going to console. You're going to get them on console, but they're going to be Lizard branded, which I suppose is no bad thing. Better have them on console and Lizard branded than not at all. Right, because it's raining, I said we would do this. What we'll do is we'll set up some Courseplays. Set these guys running. We're going to do up and down rows first. 2 tools. Generate field course. Evening Alex, how you doing? Honestly, that is great for console players to get those big trailers. So big love to Carl Farms for that. Okay, that looks good. Just going to save that. Just put field 9 in there. I hope it's field 9. Wasn't paying attention. Yeah, it's field 9. Good. Right. There's one left. And we will put in convoy. $70 apart, that should do. Don't think I need to do anything else. Field speed 24, he's never going to do that, is he? Turn speed 10, that's pretty good. Reverse speed 6. Bump that up a little bit. Automatic from course, 3 miles an hour. I'll just hit that and see what happens. See where he goes. They say don't use cantilever tractors actually with Courseplay. You can get a little bit grumpy with them. Oh, what's he gonna do? Thought he was gonna run into those trees then. Was not gonna be happy. I think they've been submitted already, those trailers, Steve. Either that or they're getting submitted in the next couple of days. We did one left with him, didn't we? Shouldn't have unfolded that machine until he got there, but I'm going to take my chances that he knows what he's doing. And we will load our course. Tillage. Switch to that. One right, that's correct. Vehicle convoy activated. Just make it the same as it was. Did I put it on 70 meters? I think I did, didn't I? Okay. First waypoint. Just let him go too. There's always a little freeze. I think it's because it's such a big Courseplay course. I haven't succeeded in getting more than 2 vehicles on Courseplay on this one. No, neither have I, Steve. And oh, I'm going into the bushes. I love Courseplay. I love Courseplay. I love Courseplay. I love Courseplay. Well, hopefully, if I just pop him around there, hit drive course, he should sort himself out. So I see it pauses. I think it's just the size of this field or the size of this map. Kind of panicked again. Try again. Thought I'd hung my game then. That was a long pause, wasn't it? See if he'll go again now. Oh, thank goodness for that. I honestly... the thought of doing this with just one of these machines. I know they're 12 meters wide, but we'd be here till Christmas. Yeah, Leinster, I'm the same. I couldn't run 3 combines. It got too laggy. And the frame rate on this map, actually, I was checking that out the other day. It seems to be, you know, every other map. I was playing Millennial Farmer last night, and it was happily sitting at 60 frames a second. But But yeah, this can sometimes get a bit... I mean, it runs at 60 sometimes, but other times it'll drop to down into the 40s, so I think when you're pushing big machinery on it, and pushing things like Courseplay with scripts, I just think it's a mixture of the map and the Giants engine being a little bit antiquated as well, but we'll hey, we'll do what we'll do, eh? I mean, look at the speed he's going. He's not hanging about. He's flying. Yeah, I think you're right, Steve. Just size of the map is just... That's a shame your PC's delayed, mate. That's a real bummer. Sorry to hear that. Hopefully they'll maybe still do deliveries. Might just take a little bit longer to get it sorted though. Right. 13 miles an hour. Do believe we're doing tillage at 13 miles an hour. Not going to complain about that. Now hopefully these two won't bang into each other now. I got a new graphics card this week. I got an RTX 2080. Not the new one, not a 3080. I was kind of hedging my bets that one of those would come out, but I think there's a massive backlog of those. New Chellington map does look fantastic indeed, Leinster. I actually made a decision, my Purbeck Valley series, which is about coming up for 30 episodes old. Start to lose a few views, so I'm going to up sticks and move as soon as Chellington comes out. I think Oxygen David was saying that he's just getting the Maze Plus mods added to it, and then it'll be submitted to Giants for testing. So fingers crossed it won't be that far away. Quite like these. Is this a standard texture? That looks cleaner than the normal texture. Quite like that. And the fact it's a multi-terrain angle on this map. Like that as well. So, the channel's been doing alright in the last week. Not gonna lie to you guys, really impressed with the number of new subs, and we're creeping up to 700, and we were I don't know, about 350 a week ago, so yeah, no, it's been a great week. Sim Country Farming, how you doing, my man? Good evening. What's happening, brother? Yeah, I'm just talking about it actually, mate. 680 subs, up from I think 300. In fact, I've got my phone in front of me. I'll just have a look. It's just gone nuts. It's this map. Flint Hills has blown my channel up. I've nothing else to say really. Everybody seems to love this map. Oh, homework, mate. Well, hopefully, yeah, get it downloaded and get playing it, mate. Okay, this tillage is going rather well, I think. Let's just have a look on the map. Yep, that's looking alright. In fact, if I do this... still saying it's going to take 2 hours. 2 hours, 28 minutes. Can live with that. Okay, I'm pretty comfortable that these guys have got this in hand. Although we could do the reversing a little bit quicker than 1 mile an hour. We'll never get it done if he's only going to do reverse at 1 mile an hour. Tell you what, Sim, it's not a bad set of skills to have. That's what I do. I'm a graphic designer, so that is not a bad set of skills in this day and age, if you can do stuff like that. What's a nice shot in it? Look at one heading the other way, is this heading this way? Some power in these. I've boosted the engines in these. They've got the massive 700 horsepower engines in. So I think they're kind of laughing at the... I think this it's not actually a massive bit of kit, is it? I do like it though. Right. Because it's raining, I was going to cut field 6. But it's raining. So, I did promise Steve last time we were on the live stream that I would run the Anhydrous. Leinster, I'll let you into a secret. Sid Modding's already devved it. He's already modded it, and it looks unbelievable. Honestly, I think he can't be a million miles away from it being ready to submit to Giants now, because I saw some images of it maybe a couple of weeks ago, maybe a month ago. Honestly, go and check out Sid Modding on Facebook. He's the guy that does I mean, all these John Deere tractors, they're him. So, the 8RX and the 8R and the 8RT. So this is a Sid Modding track. This is the 2028 series, and it's lovely. Honestly, it looks superb. It might even change my mind about my favourite combining game. Where are my combines? Oh, I've not turned the mod on. I did this the other day. I put in an update and it switched the mod off in. So I've got no combines. That's embarrassing. It's a good job it's raining. Right, I don't think anybody noticed. Nobody noticed. Right, we're going to run some Anhydrous. Especially for Steve Maloney, because he kind of liked the look of it in the last live stream. So I'm going to pop a little bit on this. Pop a little bit on this small field. Yeah, today's mods were odd, weren't they? Minivan and the electric scooter. So this is going to be interesting. Never used this before. Interested to see how quickly this drains. As I don't have the variable rate spreader on. So I think I might be overdoing it with the power. Yes, Brian, am I going to use the new NMC trucks? I've downloaded them. The one with the dual wheels at the back looks fantastic. So these mods I got from JS Mapping's Discord. So when I downloaded the map and jumped onto their Discord, there was a little link here saying, well, there's your ammonia mods. And they're really nicely finished, actually, aren't they? You could swap the logos on them here. I managed to park it in a clump of corn that I didn't cut, which is good. Clever me. And then there's lots of different applicators. Some of them have got a cultivator on them, some of them are just spreaders, fertilizer spreaders, but you can see the little tubes going into the ground. So you're basically injecting the ammonia directly into the soil. How you doing, the crew? Nice to see you, my man. It is nice detail, isn't it, Steve? Let's unfold this bad boy. I'm too far into the field now, aren't I, typically? And I hate reversing with a double hinged, you know, two pieces of equipment on. It always goes horribly wrong. Look at that. Just concertinaing up already, so I'm going to loop round again and align myself with the edge of the map, because I'm actually going to, not that I really need to, but I might just turn on GPS. So, actually, Leinster, I downloaded Georgetown today, and I've got a good computer. It's alright. I've got a Ryzen 7 processor. I'm running an RTX 2080 8 meg card. I've got 32 meg of RAM, and on my current settings, which is what you guys are watching it on, although it will be it won't be as good as my vids because we're streaming. I'm getting 20 frames a second. I can't play it. Which is really frustrating because it looks like a lovely map. Right, what am I doing here? Right, GPS is on. Auto width. No offset. Let's see my lines. Set my A point. Set my B point. Oh, did you, Sim? That's brilliant, man. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I've ordered some pieces. I only set it up the other day. I've ordered a couple of pieces. So I hope the quality is good. So feel free to report back. Right. Let's get some anhydrous in the ground, see what happens here. Right, which button is it? No, that's my lights. There we go. Do I need to turn this on? Yes. There we go. Missed the edge of the field. There we go. GPS mod. Love it. Drains relatively quickly. You wouldn't fancy doing this on field 9, would I? I missed the edge of the field as well. That'll be such a small amount. Won't be the end of the world. Any of you guys on PC use the GPS mod? I think it's a phenomenal mod. Yes, definitely will be. Sim, I'll definitely be doing some giveaways. I need to get to 1,000 subs and 4,000 hours of view time so I can start making a bit of cash, and then I'll just plough it back in by giving away t-shirts and hoodies all the time. That's what I want to do anyway, but Leinster, I did one on Millennial Farms. A bit of a kind. It wasn't a tutorial vid. It was. I just used it in one of my Millennial Farms episode, and so I just kind of ran through it within that episode. So you might be able to. That might be useful for you. But I know Kedrick Farms has done a very good one, and there's a few out there actually. So yeah, you shouldn't struggle. No, it's doing alright, Steve, isn't it? 93% on one pass. Haha, Sim. Don't blame me for not doing your homework, mate. Anyway, it's too late. You couldn't concentrate. It's too late at night. You couldn't concentrate. That's the excuse. We'll use that one. We'll stick to it. If anybody asks, that's the excuse. Oh, I'm digging this mod. Let's avoid running into the creek with it. Exactly. Farming is educational. Yeah, you're right, Steve. These are much bigger than usual. Although this little triangle here is not. But they're still 91%. It's not so bad. So what do we think we do when we sell our grain? Our corn, our 1.6 million litres of corn. Should we buy some more land or another farm? Invest in some cattle? That massive cattle ranch at the bottom of the map. The thought of feeding that much cattle does not fill me with happiness. Sim, this is an Anhydrous ammonia applicator. What do you call it? That? It's basically for corn. Ammonia helps it grow. So yeah, this is a mod that came with the map actually. It's basically they treat it as just an additional fertilizer, but it is pretty cool. Remembered which buttons on my side panel they are now, so I can do a bit of hands-free driving when I hit the button. PC Cop, how you doing, my man? I feel you, my man. I had that issue today on Georgetown, New York map. Drop your anti-aliasing down. That's one of the options. The other is, I don't know what card you've got, but I went and tinkered with my Nvidia settings today as well to see if I could optimize it a little bit more for performance rather than quality. But yeah, it's a difficult one. I mean, at the end of the day, not being too critical of Giants, the Giants engine has its limitations. I found out the other day that we can only use 2 gigabytes of your RAM maximum. 2080 Super, same as me, mate. This map's tough. If you're talking about Flint Hills, it's because the map is so massive. I think it creaks a bit with just the size of the map. So I'm hitting 60 FPS on it. most of the time. I mean, this looks pretty smooth now. But it can drop to 40, especially when you've got, you know, a huge field of crops in front of you. So I've got a little bit of hatching on the roads there because I dropped my my smoothness settings on my graphics card just to get a little bit more performance. Because to be honest, you know, it's looking good. Well, it's good enough for me. I'd love to ramp it right up. I'm definitely going to probably look at a 3080 sim. They're just like gold dust at the moment. You can't get them for love nor money. Oops, missed that. It's our resident Kiwi, Argsy. How's it going, man? How's life on the other side of the world? Turn that off. I'm going to have to work my way around this tree now, aren't I? See how successful this is going to be. Almost. Tidy up this corner. I've capped mine at 60. Sim, I've kept my frame rate at 60. Sometimes I undo it just to see what I can get. Some maps I can get. You know, some maps I'm running 100, 110, 120 FPS uncapped, which is lovely. But not many maps at all. Right. It's a shame you get the tyre tracks actually behind. I think you can run one of these Anhydrous tanks in the middle and then drag the tool at the back as well. I think there was a few options from what I can remember. Do you know what? I actually that's another bit of news from this week. I've just set up a multiplayer server actually with 10 slots. So I'll be sharing that in the next few days. I know they don't, Steve, yeah. It's kind of annoying. Also, Courseplay doesn't. It's only when you do it yourself. I mean, I don't think it's a big issue here. I mean, to be honest, it's not an issue at all. But if you were in real life, you wouldn't really want to be getting tyre tracks over your freshly sowed field straight away, would you? I'll give you a login, Argsy. You can find out what the ping is. Might be alright, to be honest. Never know. Might be alright. I tell you what, the usage rate of the ammonia is pretty good, isn't it? 73%. That is not bad at all. Right, let's whip this round. Oh, I made a hash of that turn. I'm such an amateur sometimes. Right. See if I can get this lined up. Too tight a turn, there we go. Back on the up and downs. Yeah, it's not bad at all, is it? Oh. I'm making a hash of this. I forgot to turn it on. I thought I'd turn it on and turn it off again. Oh well. Yeah, is this a custom texture? It looks too neat and tidy to be the standard texture. It probably is. Just notice it. I know the guys at JS Mapping are gonna, when the next release is gonna have loads of custom textures in it. Good evening, Shane. How are you doing, my man? Thanks for joining the stream. Hope you're well. Little Vids, how you doing, my man? Welcome to the stream. See if I can get past this telegraph pole before I line things up, and the quick answer is not without leaving a bit of space in the field. I'll come back for that. Oh, Shane, I can't tell you how weird it's been waking up every morning and then there be another 100 subs. I was saying to the guys before you dropped on that it's down to this. It's down to this map. It's down to Flint Hills. I literally put that map tour up. I can't even remember how I found out about it. By pure luck I found out about it, and I just thought that looks like a cool map, and I put the map tour up. And I loved, like, when I was doing the map tour, that was my first time I'd had a look at the map, and then and I was like, this is a cool map. So I thought, well, I could easily do a let's play on this. And literally that first evening I played for about 8 hours solid on it. I just thought, man, this map's so good. And do you know what? There's no bugs in it. No bugs at all. So far it is perfect. Yeah, in the if you go to the developer console, you can unlock the frame rate PC Cop. Yeah, Little Vids, it's Anhydrous ammonia. It's an additional application. It's an additional fertilizer type. So obviously, you know, there's a lot of people do additional crop types like alfalfa and clovergrass and carrots and all of those things. But these guys have added anhydrous ammonia to this as a different type of fertilizer type, which I think is a really nice touch. I know there's a few other maps have done it, and actually, you know, it's just the same as applying dry or wet fertilizer, but it just, I don't know, adds just another little level of depth to this map. So yeah, there is a little, actually you're right, Steve, there is one little collision bug at the bottom of field 9, but it's very small, and I know it's being sorted in the next patch. So Leinster, favourite North American maps? This one, without a shadow of a doubt, is my favourite. Millennial Farmer map is great, especially because I watch them on YouTube, so enjoy that. And what else? What else is good? Just trying to think. Georgetown looks brilliant. I wish I could play it. It's bugging me that I can't get a decent frame rate on it, and I can't work out why I can't get a decent frame rate on it. So I'll have to work that out at some point. Little Vids, that's for moderators in the chat. So if you get any, you know, people who maybe aren't friends of the channel, shall we say, who want to say inappropriate things, those guys can just keep an eye on them and ban them from the chat if they're naughty. PC Cop, I think Millennial Farmer, I would be very surprised if it's not out this week. Certainly for PC. Hopefully it passes console testing, because that has been a long time coming for you guys on console. Yeah, I was watching Clutch's review of it today, and it's it looks such a good map. Totally different for this. Westby, Wisconsin looks good too. I wouldn't mind having a play around that. I think Leinster, was it you, Leinster, that mentioned that the other day? Somebody's playing Westby, Wisconsin. I know Kedrick Farms is on it this week. He's started a new series on it, but it looks totally different to, this is a big American arable farm, but there's something quite nice, and I don't know, I could see myself running old 40 series John Deeres on it and doing some nice kind of cow work and running a little small holding. So yeah, quite fancy having a go at that. So keep me interested where some of you guys are from. Obviously, I know there's a lot of you guys. I mean, we've had a few Iowa-based people on. Argsy, we know, is over there in New Zealand. Leinster, I'm gonna make an assumption you're Irish, just by the name and nothing else. But if you're comfortable, let me know where you're from. I can safely say Argsy's having a nice warm spring morning. It's anything but that in Scotland at the moment. Oh, I saw Medicine Creek today as well, Derek. I thought that looked like an interesting map. Maryland. Oh, Steve, you're from Suffolk. I know Suffolk quite well. My dad used to manage a farm down in Helmingham, which you'll know. Maryland, Derek. Nice part of the world, mate. Hey Caleb, UMRV, yes, I saw that today as well. It looks a really nice map. Is it out yet? Is UMRV out? Oh, nice one, Clay. I like the Midwest. Spent a lot of time in Minnesota over the years. There you go, that didn't take long to do, did it, guys? And only half a tank used. That's quite nice. And the sun came out, which is embarrassing now, because I could go combining if I'd remembered to turn on that mod. I might have to drop out of the game, hadn't I, and switch them on. Or it's going to be a bit of a it's going to be a bit of a wasted stream if we can't combine. And I wonder if we decide, should we do soybeans or more corn? What do you reckon? Do you know, we'll do soybeans because we've got that. I've got that header with the aerial on it. Little vids, that's a mod called GPS. So you can have a GPS on your tractor and it keeps your line straight in the field and does your steering for you. It's a brilliant mod. You can just turn it on and off as and when you need it. But yeah, it's very cool. PC only, I'm afraid. As unfortunately most of the mods are. Beans, right. Looks like beans. Right, you're going to have to bear with me while I go and reboot the game then. I'll be as quick as I can. Hello, unknown user. I'm not sure if that's your username or you're on a private mode. But if it's your username, that's very cool. The ammonia mod, if you go to JS Mapping's Facebook page, who are the guys that created this map, they have a Discord, which is a big Discord actually. There's about 4,000 people on it. He's got a great little community there, and within that they have this set of Anhydrous mods. There's a few of them actually. No, PC Cop, they're actually separate mods. They are separate mods. So I downloaded them after I got the map. Because that was what I went straight to the Discord saying, hey, you've got anhydrous ammonia on this map. What do you do with it? And the apps were there, the mods were there waiting. So let me just finish these last little bits off, and then I'll whip it back to the farm, and I'll pop the store, and I'll show you the different things that come with it, because it's pretty cool. What's my favourite John Deere tractor, Caleb? I've got to say, I mean, I do love the 8RX. I do. It is sweet. Oh, I thought I'd finish then, but no. A little bit around this pole. Hello, Mr. Moto. Thanks for joining the stream, mate. How are you? Hope you're good for a Wednesday night. If you've followed my vids before, by the way, guys, you'll know I have this kind of OCD things about leaving patches in field. I don't know what any of you lot are like, but I can't. I hate it. I hate leaving crop in a field, even if it's like 1 or 2 stalks. I'm kind of over it now a little bit, because I know when you go and collect them, it's literally 0.1%. But things like this up the edge of the field, I just can't bring myself to leave a field with a few patches. Welcome, Lizard. Welcome from Germany. Great to have you here. Oh, you're old school, are you? Caleb, you like your old school John Deeres? I do like the old 40 series as well, I have to say. Leinsterman, what's the Straw Me mod? Tell me about that. I've not heard of that, I don't think. You're from Kansas, Clay? That's like the state, is it not? And you've got the Wizard of Oz and everything, haven't you? There we go. Turn I grew up on a farm with Ford tractors, Clay, so yeah, I've got a soft spot. Oh, that sounds interesting, Leinster. I think I might have seen that. Is it is Daggerwin doing that on his survival? He's doing that on his survival challenge map, isn't he? On No Man's Land. I think he was doing canola straw the other day. What do I think about the election? Trump or Biden? Oh, it's amazing how close it is. I don't want to get into politics, but it's crazy times for the US at the moment. Crazy times. Got quite a few US American friends, but yeah, hope it all works out well for you guys. Whichever way you vote. I'll keep my views to myself. So there we go. I think we can safely say Anhydrous ammonia is a big success. Now, I said I would jump in, didn't I, and show you some of the tools. So there you go, Anhydrous ammonia. So it created this section when I dropped the tools in, which was quite nice. And lots of different variants. So there's an Arctic lorry variant of that, which I've actually got and which is parked up at the Anhydrous buy point. So I can go and top it up and bring it back to the field. And then we've got some pull behind wagons. I think they're road based, so you could have a bit of a slightly smaller tank. So they're your road based ones, I think. And then you're into your field versions. So that's the one I bought just because it's the biggest. And I think the law is, if you can afford it, you always buy the biggest, right? And then there's a double. So quantity wise, that takes 1600 litres. This one's 10,000 litres. Sorry, 16,000 litres, 10,000 litres. They're really nicely modelled though. I mean, I really think they're cool looking. And look, you can swap the logos on them. Guessing there's some variants of US. I'm not sure if they're real or they're just made up, but they're pretty nice logos. And then there's a single tank as well. 7,500 litres. So that's quite cool, depending on the size of your farm. And then the different toolbars. Doesn't have the widths, unfortunately. So there's a few bits missing from the mod descriptions, but that's a subsoiler. And then the next one up is just says it's a sprayer, so I'm thinking that just applies the ammonia but doesn't turn the ground. And there's the big one that I've been using, the big unfoldable one, 18.3 meters. Obviously just because the size of the farm. And then there's case variants as well. There isn't a big case one. And then DMI as well. So yeah, you've got tons of choice. They're really nice. What I might do at the end of this is post a link to them in one of the comments once the video goes up. I'm sure the guys wouldn't mind if I shared them. It's just a media. It's a media link. But yeah, very cool tools. I'm not going to lie to you. Right, I'm going to keep talking to you so you guys can keep talking to me. But I'm going to log out and switch on my mods. Save the game. Mr. Moto, have I used the 2 grain silos on the cow pasture at the bottom of the map? I could not load any crops. Was that putting them in or take it so you could put your crops in but couldn't get them out? I have to admit I've not yet had a look down there. But I can go and have a look. I can go and work it out maybe. Right. I don't know why it turned my combines off. But it has. Okay, depressingly, I can't actually see it in my mod list. Something odd has gone on. Bear with me a second, guys. We've got a mod go missing. Never had that before. Must have deleted it by pure accident. That's not great. Oh, still there, still in my mods folder. What is that? Okay. Okay, my header pack's in there, that I used last time. Oh, very odd. Okay, very weird. It's telling me they were installed. So I'm a little confused. Just loading back in, guys. Won't be a minute. Jacob Lamarche, what is my favourite map at the moment? This one. No question. It's totally brilliant. So I remember we used to grow corn way back, probably in the 80s, on my dad's farm. We were one of the few farms in Cheshire that grew maize, and we did Anhydrous. I do remember Anhydrous, but you're right, it's toxic stuff, Steve. So, I would like to think now, I'm slightly concerned I've lost my combines. Everything else is still here. My combines have gone. There's my header. My combines have disappeared. This is interesting. And they're not showing up as owned either. They've just disappeared. How weird is that? Is it showing up in the mods? It is. Yeah, you're right, Steve. There's been a robbery. UMRV, I'm going to check out, Caleb. It does look like a really interesting map, so I am going to check it out for sure. Right. I am not impressed, by the way, that these have just disappeared. Although I did have 4 of them, I feel it was a bit excessive. Okay, now that's only saying I can get 18,000 litres in there. Am I missing some Harvest Master there? I was like, crikey. Right, that is okay. Let's say it's 400,000. So somebody's stolen £1.6 million worth of tractors from my farm. Basically, that's what we're saying. Oh, Jacob, yeah, my neighbour hurt badly. Yeah, it burns. I think it burns quite badly, doesn't it? Bonjour, Alfie. How are you, my man? Thanks for joining the channel. Right, we're gonna do this. Is hick. We shouldn't be doing this, but in Harvest Master, there we go. Don't like the tracks. Michelin do a double wheel, I think. Quite like the dual wheel. Go with that. Design standard. Don't need any logos. Don't need numbers on them. Only going to buy 2 this time. Don't need 4. Buy. I need another header as well, don't I? Little vids, that is it's easy developer tools. Again, hate to say it. It's a PC only mod. Good evening, Anton, how are you? Jackson, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well, guys. Yes, easy development mods is one of the, again, talking about essential mods that just help you. This is one of the best. I need to buy another header as well. Where's the MacDon header? $45. Just as you are. It's only 82 grand. Bargain. Right, I'll show you. Don't worry, Alfie. Just glad to have you here, friend. Don't worry about your English. I'm well, Jackson. Thanks for asking. Hope you're well. Right. I'm going to show you why easy development mods are a very handy set of tools to have. Oh, I've missed my combines. You know how much I wax lyrical about these class combines. They are awesome. Right, let me hook this up. So first of all, this air bar, look at the adjustment on it. So good. Second of all, I could buy some trailers and drag these along the road. Thank you, Alfie. Appreciate the sub. Jackson, you're out of school, mate. That's all that counts. Who was asking? Little vids. Watch this. Teleport vehicle. If you want to get to your field quickly, you just do that. These are the most beautiful combines. Until the 9X come out, these are the combines I will use. Can I get through here? I'm only literally going to be in here for a few seconds before I take them down to the field, but shouldn't leave them on the road, should we? These headers are huge. I don't know, I should be using header trailer really, shouldn't I? So here's a question actually for any of you US guys on, who kind of work in these kind of areas, and I've seen it happen on the Millennial Farmer he kind of runs them along the road. If it's only a short distance, he tends to just nip along the road with them, doesn't he, without worrying too much about traffic. But I don't know what the etiquette is. Where am I going? I'm going to field 5. So yeah, I tend to play semi-realistic, so it kind of makes me annoyed that I'm having to do this. But somebody stole my combines. Somebody stole all 4 of my combines. And I'm not happy about it. So yeah, until the X9 comes out, I think I'll be using these exclusively, because they're just the business. Oh look, I've got a nice old 4000 series there, 4955. Nice little 2-wheel drive 4955 for pulling my header trailers and stuff. Keep them on when you're going along the roads. Fair enough, Clay, yeah. Where I grew up, some of the lanes around our house are so small that you literally, I mean, you can barely get a combine down them without a header, let alone with. This is my real voice, Jackson. Do you think I've got some sort of voice thing on? I trust you haven't. I sound this bad all the time. ENR, I think that's how. I hope that's how I pronounce your name. Your farm is based off of Unicorn Road. The farm in real life does not have those giant shops or as big a set of grain up, but still decently sized. I think that's awesome. I think that's awesome that some of you guys actually live out there in Iowa and know this place, and it's an actually, it's a real place. There's just something kind of just cool about that. Thought I was going to hit that post box then. Right, what's happening with this sign? Is this going to go horribly wrong? Oh, sorry, sign. Welcome from Hungary, Alfie. I don't have a real farm now, Jackson, but I did grow up on a farm. My dad was a farmer for years in the UK. So yes, I used to help him out harvest. Used to go home from university and drive tractors and stuff in the summer. It was close to taking over the farm. Never ended up doing it. Good evening, Holger. Thanks for joining. Hope you're well. Hi Noah, how are you? This is Flint Hills by JS Mapping, and it is. I feel like they pay me to tell you this stuff. They don't. I just love the map so much. It is the best map I've played in a long time. 4 times. It's a 4x map, so it is huge. I need to go and turn my my tillage boys back on, don't I? Next closest. There he goes. These boys have been effortlessly working in this field all evening without any help from me. It's not on the mod hub, Noah. You'll have to search it. You have to search JS Mapping on Facebook, and you'll be able to get a download. Yeah, it's a good call, Holger. I think some nice stuff coming out in the update. So yeah, good decision. Totally agree, Jordan. I think it is the best map, best US map for sure. We had some fun actually on the last stream. JS Mapping joined the stream for a good while actually. They were hanging around for about an hour. I think it was Sam from JS Mapping who joined. Told us lots of stuff about the map, what's coming down the line and the plans they've got for it. Michael, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream, my friend. Hope you're well. That's it, Noah. Yep, JS Mapping Flint Hills. Yeah, I know what you mean, Caleb. I sometimes don't like a big map just because you feel like you're in the same field for ages, don't you? But I don't know what it is. I mean, you'll all know this from playing the game. Just sometimes, like, a map just grabs your attention and just feels fun. I genuinely that's what this feels like. For me, it just feels like a brilliant map. And I'm just, thoroughly enjoying playing with it. Oh, that's interesting. That is interesting. So you're actually thinking this is slightly off scale? Map the fields are actually too big? Alfie, I'm based in Scotland, my friend. In cold, wet, windy, grey Scotland. Michael, no, it's not going to come to console. It's a 4x map, it's too big. There's not enough space for consoles to run it. Never know with next gen, so maybe PS5 and the new Xbox might be able to run it, but certainly not at the moment. It wouldn't run on PS4 and Xbox. Right, let's get set up for a couple of combines in Field 6. It'll be interesting to see how these run, actually. There's a few little bits and pieces in here which might test us, but we'll give it a go. Am I a football fan, Jordan? Yes, I am. But I don't want to say who, because they're rubbish. They used to be brilliant. Not that brilliant. I'll let you guess, actually. They were almost brilliant in the 90s. I'll tell you that's what I'll say. I'll leave it at that and you can decide. English Premiership. Almost brilliant in the 90s. I'm properly offended, Jordan. Yeah, that's a good question, Caleb. Hopefully E&R can. Your field in Eastern and separated by a lot of ditches. So that's something I noticed about this map. Sorry, I'm sitting on this rather boring screen for you guys. Hang on a sec. Let me just do that. Generate field for. Thanks for stopping by, Noah. See you again. Yeah, these ditches around the fields, are they like realistic to the area as well? It always interests me actually how different parts of the country have different ways of separating out their fields. Right, what am I doing here? Sorry, I'm not paying attention. Left. Going to be in a vehicle convoy. I'm going to leave at 100 meters. Can't be bothered fiddling with that. Field speed 24 miles an hour. Wonder what speed it'll go at. I will laugh if it's 24 miles an hour. Let me save that. Okay, Field 6. Combine times 2. Nasty wet seasons, is it, Caleb? I understand that. Yeah, so Keeps the water off the field so they don't get waterlogged, I guess. First waypoint. Drive course. Let's see what happens here. See what these headers are like. Now from a yield perspective, soybeans don't take as much volume-wise to fill up a tank, do they? So I'm kind of hoping that we can set these two guys off and go and get some trailers. How close to the roads if you went to the ditch in real life? Good luck getting out easily. Alfie, how's the weather in Scotland? Do you know what? Actually, it was a lovely day today. Sun was shining. It was rather nice. But more often than not, it's pretty damp and dreary. Field 6 combine times 2. There we go. Wash. One right. And we are going activated. And we are first waypoint. Drive course. Wait for it to catch up. Love Edinburgh. Beautiful city. Okay. There's always a bit of a lag with Courseplay on this map. Don't know what it is. But he's not moving at all. 100 meters. He's waiting. I always do that. I'm like, why isn't it working? Why isn't it working? It's because the other combine's too close. Where's he going? Honestly, man, Courseplay. Stop driver. First waypoint. One right. The other one's one left. Why is he going over there? This is when Courseplay kind of winds me up a bit. Oh, I see. He got himself confused there, didn't he? Okay, let's unfold things. Just need to unfold the tool. I knew that. Turn it on. Oh, it's still going. There we go. There we go. Right. So now, if I go back to here, next closest waypoint, drive course. Isaac from Melbourne. We've got an Aussie. We had a Kiwi on here before. Right, where is he going? Oh, this is going to end in tears, isn't it? Oh well, we'll leave him to it. I have no idea what he's doing. They're kind of going to crash into each other later on, aren't they? You know it. But we'll see what happens. Something's not right, but there we go. I'm doing very well, Isaac. How are you? How's your day? I guess it's pretty early on at the moment. Right, let's get one of these buttes down to the field. tell you, Caleb, when Courseplay works, Courseplay is phenomenal. When Courseplay doesn't work, Courseplay is a nightmare. Oh, glad to hear it, Isaac. Glad I can be of some help. As I've just proved, I am. I don't have all the answers for Courseplay. I don't think anybody does. Oof, that's a small gate. So this is a question, another question for the Midwest guys, Ian and Caleb. Trucks on the field. When we were playing last week and with JS modding on the map, who's like, you would never take your trucks on the field because obviously when they're fully laden, you know, big issues with weight and getting stuck and things. But with the ditches, how do you load? If you've got obviously a hopper trailer, which I'm just about to go and get. It's not what I wanted, but I'll just jump out of it and run around here. Yeah, with hopper wagons. There we go. Jump in the ATRX. Obviously I can't load them from the field because the ditches are in the way. So what's the solution? I've not had lots of experience with it going a bit awry on funny shaped fields. Steve, it looks like combine number 2 has started on his up and down rows though, rather than around the outside of the field. I don't really know what's gone on. I probably missed a setting or something. Ah, okay. That's interesting, Clay. Although I do think I've parked it in the field and the chances of it getting hit by a combine are pretty high at the moment. Probably should have left it on the road until there was another loop done. See what happens when this first combine comes back. Back our semi into the field and park our semi facing straight to the field entrance. Back far enough. Between semi and field entrance. Okay, that makes sense. The waiting game now, isn't it? Can't see the other combine. Like I said, volume-wise, they will take them a bit longer to fill up than with corn. Corn takes no time at all to fill up. That's our field there as well. There's a job to do on that next. We'll get these settled and we'll just see how long it takes for them to fill up, and if there's enough time, we'll run some grain to sell it. Park the tractor trailer in the field, but use an auger cart to bring the grain from the combine to the trailer. Yeah, that's what I thought would happen. I mean, I guess you don't want to block the road anyway, but these ditches here stop you from doing that. I'm just kind of just interested, really, to see what happens. Yeah, Ian, actually, in hindsight, that would have been a sensible thing to do, wouldn't it? As opposed to leaving this big chunk right in front of me. Yeah, he's gone to his up and down rows without doing the headlands, which is interesting. It's also stopping and starting quite a lot, which is interesting. I'm going to go and check on what's happening. He's running well. No issues there. What's happening here? Oh, they're running well now, is it? Yeah. Stop starting. Bit odd. Something definitely not right with this, is there? Do you know what? I bet it's the header wasn't maybe adjusted right. Let's try again. So it should run smooth. That could have just been the header not being set right. Looks a bit more promising, doesn't it? Say it again. Love these combines. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh, it's stopping again now. Yes, Isaac, I think it probably is. The geo for this map's probably a good one. Another one you could use is Minnesota, a little bit further north, but so it might be a little bit colder. Ah, do you know what it is? Look. It's reading something at 100 meters all the time. See that? So at 97, so it's stopping every time. It must be picking up the combine at 100 meters away. So I can fix that. We go right down to 30 meters. 25 meters. Problem solved. There's always a reason. There you go. Oh, I'm quite pleased with myself. Fix that. They'll just crash into each other now. Ian, I do. If you can find me, I'm the Farm Sim Guy on Facebook and the same on Instagram. That'd be some fascinating stuff. I'd love to see some of that. If you're happy for me to share it, I think kind of the followers would love to see it as well. That's cool. Like, what is this dude doing? I am utterly baffled as to... Okay, no, it's running over its 2 lanes. Oh, combine 1's ready to be unloaded. That's good. Yeah, unfortunately, Ryan, it's locked down again tomorrow. I don't think actually in Scotland we're a little bit lucky. For the first time, I think we're less locked down than you guys. I think it's proper lockdown in England, isn't it? So all our shops are still open in Scotland. Of course the combine's as far as it could be from where I want it to be. Standard, isn't it? Main crops in Scotland, Caleb, wheat, barley, oats. You can find a little bit of maize, but we don't tend to grow corn for... it tends to be used for silage for cows. But yeah, predominantly it's wheat, barley, and oats, canola as well. A lot of canola. It's called rapeseed oil, rapeseed over here. So he made a long way around this field, didn't he? How you doing, Outlaw? Loads and loads of John Deere mods. Oh, potatoes as well, actually. That's a very good point, Steve. There's a good chunk of potatoes up here. Definitely up Aberdeen way. That's a fair point. Forgot about potatoes. Outlaw, you're a lucky man if you love John Deere, because there's probably more John Deere mods than there is any other mods in this game. I think everybody loves the Deere, don't they? Yes, there is. Outlaw, there's a huge beef ranch. In fact, while this is unloading, I'll just jump to it. Actually, it's the biggest. Ooh, just made that, didn't I? Down here, can I jump into any of that? I can't visit any of those, unfortunately. But here, I think this whole field here is a cattle ranch, and it's massive, and the cows roam right the way through the field as well. I can't jump to it. That's unfortunate. And the other combine's ready. Here we are in this total nightmare state. So he's not going to cut the other headland either, is he? What are you a fan of, Caleb? What's your favourite tractor? You a Case man? You a red side of the... I like Case as well. I'm not one or the other. Take care, Alfie. Thanks for dropping by, man. Buy the cattle ranch. Not got enough money at the moment, Brian, but definitely potential to do that in the future. New Holland or Case. I don't know what this map would usually be, actually. Again, one for the local guys. Is this a Case part of the world, or is this a John Deere part of the world? Corn drying's going well, actually, Argsy. I think we've got about 250,000 litres in there now. Oh, amazing, Ian. Thank you, mate. I will definitely go and have a look at them. If you're happy for me to share them, that would be cool. Sure my viewers would like to see some of that. There we go. Class and Fent, Holger. A class German? I know Fent are. Good, proper, good German engineering. Can't go wrong with that. I got you in, so it's just kind of whatever whatever anybody's preference is. That's pretty cool. Outlaw, if you want to find this map, mate, you go to JS Mapping on Facebook. You can download it there. That's the only place to get it. And they are top blokes. Two guys. It's two guys. They are farmers as well. So again, from the last stream we did, two farmers, and they farm 5,000 acres themselves. And they just do the map as a side, just a little side project, as you do in your spare time, like farmers have spare time. But they do an amazing job with it. I tell you, this map's unbelievable. But yeah, they farm 5,000 acres. It's unbelievable. The harvest, they were saying they harvest for about 3 months a year. It's crazy. I'm going to have to finish some of this field off manually, I think. Eight quad tracks, jeez. I tell you, you guys, like, it's funny, in the UK, farmers, like, money, like, there's a lot of old machinery, a lot of contractors used. But, hi Lieutenant Hughes, yeah, I'm a big fan of the Millennial Farmer. He's a character, and the guys on Welker Farms. Just love the banter that they have between each other. Quite enjoyed them having the case on the farm the other week, actually. That was quite good fun. Yeah, he's from Lowry, isn't he? Yeah. Like I said, I kind of know Minnesota quite well. I spent a lot of time actually with my work in Minneapolis. But my dad worked on farms in Minnesota in the 70s, so we used to go there quite a lot, visiting people. Down in South Minnesota. Yeah, okay, Lawson, I've seen that. I've not actually had a chance to look at this stuff, but that's interesting. Caleb, you don't like the new John Deere look? There's something quite nice about the kind of angles and the edges, and they've gone from the kind of rounded stuff to these kind of quite kind of chunky, hard edges. I quite like it, to be honest. It's different, at least, isn't it? Okay. Right, things seem to be running semi-sensibly there. Right. Need a plan. Right, we'll let this combine run for a bit. Do you know what we'll do? We'll go and sell some some of our dried corn, shall we? We've got enough in now to sell it. Just following Argsy's question, we'll go and have a look what's on the readout. Haven't checked for a bit actually, so actually where's the load point? I've just driven under there, I don't know where the load point is. 241,000 litres of dried corn now, Argsy. I'm guessing that's the load point, is it? So just driven through. Let's reverse up a bit. Global company you can just download from the mod hub, Outlaw. So Isaac, let me show you. The propane, if you go to the factory, open the overview menu here, there's your corn dryer, so your propane here, you just buy it and add it in there. So you hit the space bar to fill it up, you hit Q to just flat out fill it. You don't get this menu, Lieutenant Hughes. This is global company, so I'm pressing Control G to open that menu, and then click along the top here. So it's the first one, factories. You click on it. You have to have global companies mod installed. No, it showed for me when it was empty. I think I filled it with the propane when it was empty. Just make sure you've got the latest version of global companies. Installed. Is it close? No, I thought it might close then. Yeah, it just appeared for there for me, mate. So we get that sorted. Right, if I press R now, yes. Should have checked the menu, but dry corn, 241,499 litres. Let's go. No need for a tank to haul the propane to the farm, Isaac. I just bought and it was there. Love the little digital readout as well. You see that? It's quite cool. Right, while he's filling up, let's go and find out where we can sell this for the most money. So along here, here's our dry corn, separate to the standard corn one. Fairbank Co-op 1360, 1390 at Flint Hill Resources. So let's tag that because I'm just make sure I'm in the right place. Although I think I know. Flint Hill Resources. Oh, that's pretty straightforward. I don't need to tag that, do I? Untag. We'll find our way there. No bother. Oh, I know I don't need to. Start making some money. We're down to 89 grand. Actually 1.6 million in the hole after somebody stole my 4 combines. Caleb, thanks for dropping by, my friend. Really appreciate you chatting and telling us all about the Midwest and farming over there for you guys. Hope you have a good day. That's great, Ian. I was kind of hoping there might be a train on this map. Unfortunately, there's not. But so here's an issue with it's not an issue. Nothing's an issue. So with this extension on, which pushes these west trails up to 105,000 litres, you can't put cover on it. So I kind of know that you would never run along a road with an open trailer like this with grain. It would just be madness to do that. It would just go everywhere. But it is what it is. I think if you take these extensions off, there is a cover option for this trailer. But to be honest, I wanted 1,000 litres. I wanted the 105,000 litres. Thank you, Caleb. All the best, my friend. Really appreciate you dropping by. Right, where is the entrance? That is not it, because that's the anhydrous ammonia point. So here's our drop off here. At some point I probably need to set up a run for this in Courseplay, so that we can just run corn here at regular intervals. In fact, I should have set that up now. Put it in the right weighbridge, not the coming out one. Do like all these weighbridges as well. That's really authentic. See what it says, shall we? What's our full weight? 91,750. Feel like I'm underweight. Needs calibrating, that does, it's wrong. Oh, Lieutenant Hughes, that's a nightmare, my friend. Global companies can be a bit of a pain sometimes. Works well enough for me, but I know a few people that have a few issues with it. Be quite glitchy. Where's the unload? It's over there, isn't it? Now this is going to be interesting. How high is the tip in here? This is going to be fun. Because that trailer is going to hit the roof. Maybe. Maybe not. I'll be impressed if it isn't. Oh, this is where it goes horribly wrong. Yeah. It's just stopped itself, that's quite good. As opposed to flipping the truck over. There we go, 145,000. £1,100 overweight. Don't think it extended fully, Steve, to be honest. I think it just got wedged on the roof, but it was up enough to not cause an issue. We're out. Oh, that's a bummer, Lieutenant Hughes. What a nightmare. There you go, all the stuff that you wanted to do last time that you didn't, you can go for it again. Run it on seasons. Kinda wish I'd started this on seasons. Right, well now what's it going to tell me? Combines are full in the field as well. 16,195. Now what does that say in my... I got a weight. Interesting. So it's just open, is it, Ian? There's no... if that fence is not there, it's just open. Open to the track. FS19, hey Lieutenant Hughes, the game we all love, but also drives us mad sometimes. I know that scale needs calibrating, doesn't it, Anthony? totally agree. Way off. Right, I've got 2 combines sitting in this field somewhere, waiting to be filled up. Actually could pull this in here and use it as a second trailer, couldn't I? Not sure that I need it though. Who wasn't paying attention? Just ride my truck into the ditch. Seemed to get out alright though, didn't it? Nothing to see here. Move along, everybody. Let's pull these in here and we'll get this get these 2 combines unloaded. You know those ice or wind turbines, eh, Ian? I think they might be making me some money. I think I might own them in some way, shape or form. So I'm really interested actually the amount of and I know Millennial Farmer does it as well, is the amount of corn that's used for ethanol by you guys over there. I should be able to put a link in here, Lieutenant Hughes. Give it a try anyway, mate. Yeah, the amount of ethanol that you guys produce using corn, it's just not a thing. Not a thing in the UK at all. This Courseplay would have worked really well if he'd done his headland before he decided to cut into his rows. Looks weird. Love these headers though. I drive on the left, Mr. Moto, in the UK. Yeah, it's just, I tell you, in the UK it's just not a thing. Like 1%. That's insane. What are the prices like then? So, you know, do they pay good money for corn? You know, do you get more, or is it the grade of corn? Are some corns, is it a lower grade of corn that you use for ethanol than, you know, I don't know, for creating foodstuffs? Is that how it's determined, or is it just a kind of on a requirements basis? You just need loads of corn, so it doesn't matter what the quality is. You know, I suppose what I'm saying is, if you're a farmer, where do you sell your corn? What's going to make you the most cash? Good evening, Brady. Thanks for joining the channel. How you doing? $3.75 a bushel. Now a bushel is, I'm not completely au fait with it. I think it's about, is it about 36 litres? 35 litres? Welcome back, Brian. We're still here, we're still going. We're talking about the price of corn in the States, and we're talking about the amount of corn that's used for ethanol in the States. How did I master this last time with those corn headers? I think these are wider actually, 45-foot headers. There we go. 35 lay. I thought it was, Anthony, yeah. That's not a lot. That is not a lot of money, is it? Jeez. I take it they're low prices. Whereabouts in Minnesota are you from, Anthony? Bottom right of my screen, there's a few. I've got advanced vehicle mods there, lieutenants use. Advanced vehicle mod and also GPS. So the three white icons you see there, see the little steering wheel and the satellite and whatever the one at the top is, the three lines, that's GPS. And then you've got advanced vehicle mods, so you can switch your diffs on and off if you're struggling to get up hills and things like that, which is quite a good little mod to have, to be honest. Evening Drew, how you doing? Yeah, soybean harvest is going well, other than one of my combines decided to go off on its own little adventure at the start of the field. So instead of running 2 combines around the headland, I've got a headland space there that I might need to cut myself at the end. I don't have the bushel mod, Lieutenant, but I should probably download it for this map. Southwest corner, what am I thinking? East. Do you know Vernon Centre? My dad used to work on a farm there. I've got friends there. Vernon Centre. Know where that is? It's kind of south, neither east nor west actually. I think it's kind of centre of, if you drew a line straight down the middle of Minnesota, it's probably not far off centre, near Mankato. Soybeans a little over 9 at the moment, but I'm guessing you don't get the volume. The yield per acre, I guess, on soybeans is a lot less than corn. Sitting here watching combines. Yeah, sorry Drew. Unfortunately all the good mods get kept for PC. That's not true either, is it? There's some nice mods. I mean, some of the modders, some of the stuff that they can do to make it work on console is phenomenal. Thanks, Lieutenant. Really appreciate you dropping by, man, and really good chatting to you. Have a good day, my friend. See you again soon. There you go, Anthony, yeah. Small world, eh? Yeah, I just kind of thought that your yield was a lot higher with corn than it was for soybeans. Take it easy, Lieutenant. Great to see you, man. Thanks for dropping by. Do you know what? I'll tell you, Drew. I'll tell you how much I've got left. How far through are we, do you think? Less than half. If I fire on my Courseplay here, it's going to take 43 minutes, according to, see at the bottom there, 43 minutes left to finish this field, so we'll definitely finish this tonight on this stream, which is kind of nice. Do you know what I'm going to do, actually? Just thinking, I will dump this in here, and I think we'll get some of this into the silos. I hate driving over crops. Hate it. It's not the done thing. Yeah, we did Field 9 in the last live stream, mate, and it was JS Mapping were on with us, and I said, oh, I think we'll get this finished in this episode, and he was quietly laughing in the background, knowing it was going to take about 6 hours to do. We were on for about 3 of it. Yeah, Field 9's a beast. A real beast. Oh, Steve. It was rewarding when I finished it, but yeah, man. I'd throttled the combines back as well, because they could run at 12 miles an hour. I just didn't think that was particularly authentic, so I dropped them back to I think it was 8. I think, Argsy, there is let me have a look. I think, I'm not sure if it is, but I reckon 21. Field 21's bigger than 9. Field 21's an absolute monster. But they're definitely the biggest two. Definitely the biggest two on the map. We've got 18 to do next as well. More corn on 18. Just realised I lost my maize headers as well. They were attached to my combines. Gutted they went. It would, you know, I imagine Courseplay would have a little bit of a, I don't know, fit if it tried to do that. It would be interesting. Evening Combine, how are you? Hope you're well. Our boys on the tillage are making good progress though. Were you, Andrew? Congratulations, my friend. I appreciate it. I honestly can't tell you how much that means to me. It's been a hell of a ride. I only pressed the button on my first upload on this channel at the end of July, I think, or the start of July, I can't remember. So yeah, to hit 700 subs in just over 3 months, 3.5 months is amazing. Drew, I'll probably play for 3 hours tonight. It's 11 PM here in Scotland at the moment, so I'll probably play till like midnight. Still got to get up for work tomorrow, so I've got to be semi-sensible. Thousand subs would be nice. I got 250 hours of watch time yesterday from everybody watching the vids, which was pretty cool. 250 hours in one day. It's madness. Like I said, I only started this 3 months ago. Can't believe you guys actually enjoy watching my stuff. Isaac, you are not wrong, my friend. Work gets in the way of having fun for sure, but gotta do it. Imagine Argsy, I would love that. I would happily do this as my new career. Happily do this as my new career. 90%. Should we just run this back to the farm while those combines are just for something to do? Let's do that. Yeah, Drew, I know. I'll be absolutely brutally honest. When I first fired this up, I was just going to have a look at it and have a little play, get my head around it. And I've completely fallen in love with it. So, yeah, in hindsight, I should have started on Seasons. I'll probably do another series maybe further down the line. There's so many good maps coming out though, isn't there? So many good maps coming out. I'm excited to try Chellington Valley. Very excited about that. And I was speaking to the developer of New Park Farm the other day, who's got another map coming out, and we discussed potentially getting early access for that. So we might get a pre-release look at the map on the channel, which would be quite cool. That's a radically different map to this. Harrison, how you doing, my friend? Thanks for joining the stream. Now, I had to put these silos up the other day because I'd basically run out of space in my other ones. I'm slightly worried if I put this in here where it will show up on the... Oops. I might have to cut some of these trees down actually just to make this turn a little bit wider. See how this goes though. Got an issue here. What's going on here? Might have to do a little bit more landscaping there. Just try and go in from the other way. Sell straight away, Anthony. Should I? I was just going to chuck it in my silo for ease. I'm going to try it from this side. I was wondering if it was just... we'll soon find out. I can enter from this side. I wonder if it's the ramp that's too... yeah, some sort of collision there, isn't there? Oh well. I have to rip all that down. That's a pain. It does, Isaac. The oh, combines are full again. I should actually have, you know what, I should have enough space in here now. I've dumped a bit of, let's have a look. I've got 1.5 million litres, it's 2 million litres. So we should be able to dump it in here. Do you know what I'll do? I'll do that for now. Oh, the soybeans in here as well. I don't know if you need to dry the soybeans as well. Obviously you can't if you're drying your grain, but drying your corn, but no, how's that work out for you, Anthony? 9-day seasons. I'm running nine-day seasons on New Park Farm and I get bored because I've only got 2 fields and they're tiny. Right. There we go. We should show a bit of soybeans in here now. Input and output. Okay, so it just record. You can't dry soybeans. Cool. That's good. What does auto do there then? Auto start. Okay, disabled, so it's just not set up. Do love this mod actually, it's really clever. Really clever. Like the Millennial Farmer one. It's clever too. There you go, Steve. There is contracts. Some nice punchy prices as well there. Field 21 harvesting 211 grand. So you get 211,000 for harvesting that. Or you buy it. Do you know what's interesting actually? That that collision's interesting because I drove the 9RX around there with the ammonia thing before, and there was no collision. So I wonder if there's an issue with a collision either with the truck or with the trailer. That's interesting. Mr. Moto, thanks for dropping by. Really appreciate you stopping by. Right, let's go and get our combines unloaded again. Non-stop, isn't it? It's not as not as stressful as Field 9. Yeah, I think it might be the trailer. We'll try it in a minute. We'll get these combines unloaded and we'll try it. I don't think I do now. I think I'll just leave it there for decoration. Okay. Tell you what, we're making good progress on this field, aren't we? Cutting it fast. Definitely need to set up an automated haulage track on Courseplay, so we can just run corn to and from the sell point. Is tillage ploughing, Drew? No. So I think there's a bit of a belief now, as far as I'm aware, and some of the farmers on here will correct me if I'm talking nonsense, that ploughing is too harsh on the soils, So what you want to do is you want to turn the... Well, what it does is after you've combined the field and the stubble on the field, if you plough it, you're turning it too far underneath the soil, and actually leaving it closer to the surface is better for the soil and better for the next crop that you put through it. I don't know, keeps the nutrients closer to the surface and just helps the next crop grow. So the machinery is slightly different. It doesn't dig as deep, doesn't cut as deep. As far as I know, I believe that's what I've heard. Anyway, Combine one, what's he doing? He's probably finished his headlands and he's heading back to start working on up and down roads. Just get out of his way, to be honest. To use a subsoiler after cutting, not even a subsoiler, we just go straight to yeah, that's what I thought. Is tillage just doesn't push the stubble as far into the ground, as far as I'm aware. Right, while they're running, and do you know what I'm going to do? Let's see if we can do this. This can be a bit of a lottery how this works sometimes. There's probably not enough grain in here to do it at the moment. It's over 100,000. There will be over 100,000 litres in here. There is. 142,000. So I want to stop here. Let's try a Courseplay on this, shall we? Grain transport, load at start. Start course recording. Now, I'm not going to load it here because I'm going to run the course. I want to see if he'll collect it when he comes back. So, now I believe we just leave. Let's go and drop this off at the ethanol plant. Hopefully that's still got the best price. We'll run it down there, try and drive nice and carefully. There's no chance of us getting caught on anything. This is when I enjoy having a wheel for steering. A lot easier than trying to do it with a keyboard. Oh, don't worry, Drew, I'm the same, mate. It fascinates me having you guys on who are doing this and working and this and you know, all the time. It's great to hear. And just how it differs as well from the UK. Ploughing is very much still a thing in the UK. Slightly worried how Courseplay is going to handle these weigh bridges actually, because you get it wrong you end up bashing into something. Okay, Now we know our way around here. See, clattered the gate with the trailer already. Far enough over without the front being out, so now I can do tip. And we leave again, don't we? Yep. Don't think I need to press anything else there. I hope that bashing of the door on the way in doesn't cause me an issue when the trailer's full. It bounced off it there because it was the trailer was light because it was empty. I'm slightly worried if it's completely brimmed with corn it might not align itself as well. We shall see. I know, we're on the wrong side of the road, Steve. Traffic's quiet today. Okay, see, we'll go back on the right side of the road. Happy? Happy now, Steve? We're not role-playing, mate. Jeez. This is like leaving bits of stuff in the field, isn't it, Steve? Little bits that the helper's not got. We've got to go and get it. It's your OCD, man. It's alright. I'm fine with it. I'm with you. If you're going to do something, you might as well do it properly. Right, now I think I can stop it about here. These things never work for me. What anybody else's experience is like. Stop at a last point or next trigger. I want that on. Let's save this as well. All to the, what's it called? Ethanol. What's auto drive, Steve? Tell me about that. Right. First waypoint. Let's... Do you know what? We'll just see what happens. It stopped. Why isn't it loading? Manual load. Okay, that's good. I'm not so fussed about that. Basically it means I can choose when I run a load, which is good because actually once this is gone we're only going to have 30,000 litres left. I hear you. You're not wrong, Drew. You're not wrong. Is that another mod? Is auto drive another mod, Anthony? I'm gonna have to look at that. Is that just for haulage, really? CBP, how are you doing? Thanks for dropping by. I just got one. How's things, my friend? Are you okay? Hope you've had a good day. Well, that's interesting. I'm going to do a bit of research on that tomorrow. Do you believe our truck is nearly loaded? Moment of truth. Oh. It did what it was supposed to. Love it when that happens. Evening, Chris. How are you? Thanks for dropping by. No, you're not, Steve. You just pop back on the channel and watch this with the chat. So, the only thing now is, Steve, if I start running two trucks backwards and forwards to the ethanol plant, they're both heading towards each other on the same side of the road. So we can't do that. Although this is, so far, this is promising, isn't it? It's just when we drive into that, shed, I clipped it with the trailer. So I'm kind of hoping that. Yeah, I'm really good, Chris. Thanks for asking, mate. Yeah, all is good. Whoa! You kind of thought you would slow down. Oh my goodness! Right, I think probably we need to. Yeah. Let's turn down the cruise control is running at 75 miles an hour. I think what we'll do is we'll probably drop that to, what did I say, 45, 40. I mean, look at him smashing into. Okay, so promising. He didn't hit the side there. What was that? Cruise control at 75 miles an hour could have had something to do with that. Even at 40 he's gonna... Why didn't it slow down? I thought it was quite sensible turning on that corner. You have to laugh, don't you? He got out of it alright though. No problem here. Well guys, I think you safely say that was a success. It was almost a complete disaster. But I think we might have done alright there. I thought it was going to roll. It just doesn't slow down at the corners. This guy's an absolute lunatic. Going to do the same the next time. Now what will happen though is he will I just want to watch him go back to the start, because ideally I want him to stop. I think I've set him to stop because I want to kind of half automate it to just load him as and when I've got enough corn to sell. I'm definitely going to check out auto drive. Courseplay, man. Brilliant and frustrating in equal measure. Got to say, this Roadrunner plush truck that came out the other week is a great truck, though. It looks really nice. Okay, now we're at 45 miles an hour. We should... Let's see if he slows down at all for this corner, because I definitely eased off for the corners. Pretty sure it's not what I told it to do. But it'll do for now. Right. Brakes. Yeah, he's a bit maverick, but it'll do for now. Right, is he going to stop here? Yes! Oh, love it. Like I said, you can never really get them to work well. So the fact that that's done that, and I just need to hit drive now, don't I? And then we'll go back in when there's enough stuff. Happy days. What am I using for tillage? Drew. Let me just jump to these so you can see. There you go. Lovely John Deere 2680. I think it's custom modding made this. It's absolutely beautiful bit of kit. It's so well designed. These boys are flying. They're going to finish this field. In fact, how long have they got left? 36 minutes. They might just finish this field. Yeah, custom modding, man. Although I did swap. This is actually the 9. This is the 9RX from the Borgolt expansion. I did use customs 9RX, but there's an issue with the sound. It just runs really noisy when you accelerate. I don't know what it is, but it was kind of affecting my mic. In fact, how's my mic now? I'm just looking at my levels. I've been having some real mic issues recently. So, hi the crew, how was your stream, mate? Hope it went well. 2680. You can download some custom modding's Facebook page. Drew, it's really nice. Even the way it unfolds and stuff, beautiful. And those wheels, man. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying it, mate. It's we're having a riot, to be honest. It's been really good fun. I don't know why he's doing tillage on the same piece he's already done. But who am I to question? Because they've done this entire field in... I mean, we've been running for 2 hours and 40 minutes, and they've done this entire field. That's pretty impressive. Right, combines. I've been sitting waiting for me for a while now, so we'll go and get them. And of course, every time, we're exactly the opposite part of the field to where we need to be. I haven't done any cab driving tonight, actually. I find myself doing that a bit more now with the steering wheel. Just feels a bit more natural. There you go, the crew. $24.10 plough, yeah. Is that the Ripper? Is that the I like this. Where is it? I'm going to show you. Subsoiler. I'm not sure if it's in here. It's not in here. It's ploughs, I think. The shanks. I really like this 9-meter shank. Is awesome. That's a 6.6 meter. 4.2, 5.5, 6.6. Sorry, not 9 meter. 6 meter. That's a really good plough as well. especially if you've got periodic ploughing turned on. That's a great tool. You need some grunt to run it though. 495 horsepower because it cuts deep. Those blades cut deep. $24.10. I might have to have a look at that, Steve. Anthony. I've not downloaded that one. Love the details Sid puts on his tractors as well. Even his accelerator and his gears and everything work. You notice that if I stop now, look, drops into reverse. So good. John Deere Pro Till. Where do you find all these mods, Anton? You're gonna have to start dropping these into the chat. I don't know about half of these. I'm gonna be believing you for mods. CBP, we're good for mods at the moment, mate. To be honest, it's we don't really need them. Everybody's too nice. It's not like a Fortnite stream. Do you know what, Argsy? My mic is very cheap and nasty. Well, I say cheap and nasty. It's called Toner. It's just a pretty basic USB mic off Amazon. I think it cost me about £30-40. Not too. It's not too expensive. It's got its limitations, but it does the job, I think. The only other thing I bought is a stream deck, so I can switch between scenes. I can run my logo every now and again, and then switch back to my scene, switch to my starting. I'm not ending it, don't worry. That's quite a nice little tool. Yeah, gaming headsets aren't that good. Speaking from experience. Oh, totally, Isaac. I couldn't agree with you more. There's such a good community. I think people just enjoy the game for what it is. We were talking on I think it was last stream, wasn't it? Just about how. Can you imagine if Farming Sim 19 had just been the base game and they'd launched it and there was never any, modding wasn't a part of the game, and none of us would be playing this now, or nowhere near as many as they do. But the fact that virtually let's be honest, on a daily basis, new stuff comes out for this game on a daily basis. Can you show me another game that does that? On a daily basis. There's a new tractor, there's a new trailer, there's a new map. I mean, just the depth to this game is so good. And then on top of that, like literally, I haven't spoken to a single person, be it streaming, in my comments. I've not had a horrible word from anyone. Yeah, Drew. I used to play Fortnite a little bit. My son plays Fortnite a lot. Toxic is the only word to describe it, isn't it? Man. So I'm going to do, just so you know, I actually took a day off work. I'm due some holidays, so I took a day off work next week on Thursday. for DLC launch day. So I'll do a live stream through the day for that one when it's out. Oh, of course he's not going to let me. Your save games won't load, Cameron. Any advice for how to fix it? Not quickly, mate. I'm just trying to think what the best thing you could do is. I agree, Isaac. I mean, making it free, making the mods free is genius. Just keeps the community going. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's some modders out there who are doing a power of work and getting nothing in reward for it. And there must be a way that they can help modders a little bit. That's right, Steve. Yeah, looking forward to that, actually. DJ's mad, isn't he? Love him. The most excitable man in the world. They think it's probably going to be another 12 months now before the next version of the game comes out. True. I think they were definitely holding off and seeing what the capabilities of the new consoles were. Yeah, I love Clutch, Anthony. He really doesn't. Do you know what? I don't watch DJ's gameplay vids actually, but I love him. Farm Sim News and new mods vids. Honestly, every day watch them. And I watched his 100,000 sub stream the other month, which was hilarious as well. He just seems like just like the happiest guy in the world, doesn't he? I suppose he's a DJ in real life. He has to be kind of the most lively person in the room, doesn't he? And you've got, on the other end of the scale, you've got Dagwin, who's like the most chilled man in the world. Survival roleplay with Dagwin on a Friday, man, oh. Just kick back and it's like almost send you to sleep sometimes, it's so chilled. Yeah, I love Sealy P. Do you know what? What impresses me about Mr. Sealy P? He edits everything on a PlayStation. Everything he's done is on. I think he might have a PC now, but for years he edited everything. He recorded and edited everything on PlayStation. And I've used the editing software on a PlayStation. Man, that's like... that's commitment of the highest level. Does he, Steve? He's still editing on PS4. I mean, that is insane. Kind of hoping he's got a keyboard and mouse, because thinking about doing that with a controller, my god. How are we doing on this field? Where's my other combine? Is he still doing it? We've still got this headland that was missed. I've got my side panel here. Love my side panel actually. The only gripe with it is I keep forgetting where the buttons are, and that's not a complaint of the side panel. I need to make some little labels and stick them underneath for what I've set the things up for. Daggerwin as the David Attenborough of Farm Sim. That's brilliant, Isaac. I love that. I'm sure he'd love that too. But you're right, yeah, he's just... I don't know. He's been doing it for a long time. He's got it down to a fine art for sure. Alright, how are we doing on this field? Where's my other combine gone? Is he still doing headlands? Or does he start at the other end of the field? I've got a sneaking suspicion at some point this is all going to go horribly wrong. Did they, Steve? That's interesting. I might be going and checking that out at some point. Where's my other combine? Oh, there he is. Horrible feeling somebody had stolen my combine again. What do we think? Actually more of this to do than I thought. I mean, they said it was going to be about 45 minutes, but we're definitely... now he's saying 16 minutes. Coincides with what we thought before. It's like more than 16 minutes of work left on this field, though, isn't it? Oh, he's got an hour and 14 now. Okay, so we're not finishing this field tonight. Oh, that would have been nice. But if he's only got 16 minutes left, we'll let him run to the end. And then we'll... I don't know, Argsy, I logged into the game. What happened to my combines? I logged into the game. And there were no combines on the map. And I thought, oh, I've just not bothered ticking the mod before I've come into the map. And so I went back out to the mods, and it was ticked, and they've just disappeared. Totally disappeared from the map. No reason why, no idea why at all. Header's gone as well. So yeah, 1.6 million quid's worth of equipment disappeared. Steve reckons somebody nicked them. I'm with him. Anxious Chris, Farm Sim, have you seen the Chellington map for FS19 and do you think you'll make a series on it? I am absolutely doing a series on it. Chris, I will, if you've watched my Purbeck Valley series, I'm 30 episodes into that, and to be honest, not getting the interest I was on it in the past, so the decision is that we're going to sell up the farm there and we're going to move to Chellington Valley. It's not a roleplay series, but we'll inject a bit of roleplay in it just to shift over to the new map, because it does look superb, doesn't it? No Argsy, no updates, no nothing. Just in fact, I thought I deleted the mod. Yeah, John. Yeah, John's flown over to Midwest America to steal some combines. Johnny gets everywhere, man. I bet he's driving our grain truck as well. Love these combines. Love them when they're all dirty. Look at that. The dirt modelling that CNH has done on this is superb. That's right, Dennis keeps rolling tractors, doesn't he? Yeah, it was probably Dennis. Maybe they've like both come over. One to nick combines and one to rally trucks. Yeah, roleplay's an interesting one. Do you know what? It took me long enough to get the confidence up to speak on vids, let alone start making up stories and I mean, when you hear the effort that Dagwin goes into with his, it's all scripted and all those kind of cutscenes and oh man, it's impressive. It's impressive stuff. Yeah, Sarah's not going to be invited back for next harvest. It's a bit of a loose cannon in the cab. That's the only annoying thing about that roadrunner, that haulage. You get the alert at the bottom. Probably easier to just turn that off when you're not needing it. Because we've saved it, so we should be able to load that back in pretty easily. Brilliantly though, he is in the way. If I bring a truck of soybeans back, so what we might do is just reverse him into that little gap there. In fact, might as well just stick him here. Will do. Hogsy, thanks for dropping by, mate. Great to see you. Appreciate you hanging out with us. Have a great day. Hope the sun still shines. Great for chatting to you. Evening, Sam. Oh, Sam's coming in with the banter. Neeps and tatties. Neeps and tatties. Turnips and potatoes. Drew. That's what we do a lot of in Scotland, as well as I think wheat and barley as well. Oats, I think can do oats. But yeah, lots of potatoes. Look how great this field looks. There's some proper tillage going on here. I don't know what was going through your mind, Anthony, but I can imagine. Neeps and tatties. Haggis, neeps and tatties. Food of kings. That's what we were talking about before, wasn't it, Steve? When helpers leave stuff like that on fields, kind of doesn't work well for me. I mean, the old OCD does not perform well. I'll have to go back and fix all of that. Where's my other one? Is he following up behind? can't believe how quickly I've done that field. Even if you put turns on, it tends to, you'd run into the ditch. You'd drive forward, run into the ditch, and then you wouldn't get it accurate. Sometimes I think combines do turns better than most things, but invariably there's always little gaps. I mean, this is pretty neat though. Bit of an overlap there. Probably tilled twice as much as I needed to. Look at that overlap on that right hand side there. Or it could be just because it's the end of a row. Yeah, that's the other thing. I've got a mod clash actually at the moment. I can't actually hire a standard helper. So I'm having to... it's Courseplay or nothing. I'm the farm sim guy, Sam. That's my name. Fortnite kids. What was it in... what was it in Avengers? Noob Master 69. In Thor's house. Right, we'll definitely get field 9 and we'll finish tillage on field 9 before we end the stream. Dave or Paul or something, I reckon. My name's Ed. My real name is Ed. I'd be slightly worried if actually I didn't have a real name and I was called the Farm Sim guy. Right. Why are my two combines just sitting in the field not moving? Because they're ready to be unloaded. Typically. Leave them for 2 seconds. Oh nice Sam, whereabouts in the middle is your farming? Shouldn't I? Change my name to the Farm Sim guy. A PR stunt. Right, let's get this done. So annoyed me that the Courseplay didn't work properly around the edge of the field and he went straight for the up and down rows. It's that OCD again. Gotta get your headlamps in. Oh, there we go. Got an achievement, guys. Got an achievement. Oh, Tamworth. No Tamworth, yeah. Sister lives in Great Malvern. Down in Worcestershire. Definitely a lot less. Leinster, definitely a lot less. Only got a couple of trailers actually so far. And what's it like money-wise compared to the... I mean, our dried corn is making us some good money. Soybeans at Fairbank Co-op at 1,200. At Flint Hill Resources we're getting 1,300 of corn. Actually, corn... Oh crap, I forgot to reverse. Courseplay so impatient, isn't it? So actually, soybeans and corn are running for the same price. Dried corn and soybeans are running for the same price. And you're probably yielding 3 times as much on corn. So actually growing soybeans on this map is a complete waste of time. But it's fun. Fun to do a different crop. I'll plant some more for next season as well. Do you lose yield if you don't cultivate after you plough in this game? No, Drew, I don't think you do. It might be different in seasons, but certainly in base game it doesn't. I've enrolled for Farm Sim Network actually, guys, as well. That's something else I've done this week. I'm waiting to be whitelisted so I can be allowed in, but that looks phenomenally exciting. Tons going on there. Yeah, fertilising I think is the only way you can get a difference in the yield. And you only need to fertilise twice in base game and 3 times. Am I right? 3 times in seasons? That's right, isn't it? No, Sam, I don't farm. I grew up on a farm. Come from a family of farmers. But no. My dad said to me, if you want to be rich, don't be a farmer. So I took his word for it. And I'm not a farmer. And I'm not rich either. Yeah, that's my only worry, Anthony, is I don't have a lot of time, because actually this is my focus and this is what I'm really enjoying doing. So I may get in and just have a play, certainly do a few contracts and do a few of the NPC contracts and decide how that's going. I don't know what the rules are about being able to record gameplay while you're playing it as well, so I'll speak to the mods about that and see if that's feasible, because if it is, I would maybe use it as one of my series, or kind of maybe a regular vid. Sam, Cheshire, mate. That's where we farmed. Just north of Nantwich. So sort of getting on towards, not a million miles away from the Staffordshire border. That's not what I meant to hit. I meant to hit O. Reese Heath and Crew. No, Nantwich, yeah. Reese Heath Farming College, yep. My dad was on the board of Reese Heath for a while. Have I got another combine full already? How's that worked? Right, let's go and fill up the combine and then we'll run that back to the yard. Steve, do you know what? If I ended up making the money I make from my job, from YouTube vids, I'd chuck my job in an instant. Chuck my job in an instant. I've always thought, you know, but you know, it's I don't know. You can only do this as long as people are interested in the game, aren't you? It's not like, you know, you look at these, well, my son watches these Fortnite guys who've got 14, 15, 16 million subscribers. I mean, they must be making hundreds of thousands of pounds. But then, you know, I don't know what it takes. I don't know how much you need to be doing to make, you know, good money out of it. You know, DJ was saying the other day, what's he got, 120,000 subs? And he does it full time. I don't know how much money he's making from it. But yeah, I would love to do it. That'd be the dream, be your own boss. Be awesome. I mean, at the moment, it's probably, by the time I've played and edited, 3 hours a day. Oh, he's finished. He's finished his runs. Okay, that's good. That means I can do that last headland. I'm going to do that manually. Ian, thanks for dropping by, mate, and thanks for all the info. Super interesting and helpful. I'm going to check out those vids and pictures that you sent after the stream as well, mate. So great to have you along. Right. Why isn't it starting? It's because he's still switched on. Stop driver. Right. Get to do some combining. Never get to do some combining. That's nice. It's very possible, Sam, that you probably do know my family, yeah. Yeah, Sarah's gone. I've asked her to run some corn to the ethanol plant. Drew, thanks for all the chat tonight, mate. Really appreciate you sticking by and watching the stream. Have a good rest of day or evening. Running at 4 miles an hour, that's quite slow. On a little incline here. Little Vids is back. Right, we'll get this headland done, and I think we're going to call it quits for the night. It's already after midnight. Still got to get up in the morning. Really appreciate you all stopping by and watching tonight. It's been, hope you enjoyed it. I've had a lot of fun. A lot of fun from trying to work out where our stolen combines are, to trying to turn a truck into a right-hand 90-degree turn at 75 miles an hour. It's been a laugh. All I hope is that I don't log off again and come back, my combines are gone again. It's going to start costing me a lot of money, that. Thank you, Steve, I appreciate it, mate. Already done my millennial farmer map for tomorrow as well. That vid's coming out middle of the afternoon tomorrow. No, Sam, that's none of my names, and I probably won't be telling you that on stream as well. I wonder why this is running at 4 miles an hour. That intrigues me. Yeah, I will do, Steve. I'll do a double check just to make sure. I know I've got easy dev mod there, but it's just a pain having to buy new combines every time I log into the game. Oh look, the tillage has finished on field 9 as well. Well, one of them has. So this has been a pretty successful episode, actually, hasn't it? Apart from this horrendous mess of a field here, I do know what I've done here. Sarah's got a lot to answer for. Lift this header a bit. Let's speed me up. No. Do love the adjustment on this header though. It's good, isn't it? I could drive it in cab now, couldn't we? Well, you can never see the edge of the corn very well. Even the inside of this cab from C&H, look at the detail in this cab. So good, isn't it? Even got a kind of like cloth lining on stuff. Oh, I can't see him. You see? You get distracted. Probably, I'm thinking low, Steve. If I remember rightly, soybeans don't grow particularly high, do they? So you probably have it dipped a bit lower than... Probably like something like that, maybe? Oh, going wonky again. Certainly these days, I remember corn back in the day used to be like really high, and then I remember my dad putting growth regulators on it in back in the 90s just to keep the stalks, so the stalks were lower. You get less straw, but the stalks were lower and stronger, so it didn't blow over in the wind or get flattened by rain and storms and stuff. I started at 9, Sam, so we're just coming up for 3 hours and 20 minutes. I actually think I might not bother finishing this field, this headland. I might bring this back to the start of the field by the trailer there and park up for the night. Yeah, maize has got to be still one of the tallest crops, hasn't it? Interesting, we could run these combines at 12 miles an hour with a corn header. Just barely managing 4 now. Or why it's so slow. Maybe it's just corn headers run slower. Probably should look actually, it will tell us, won't it? Six miles an hour should be able to go. So unless there's not enough power on our combine. Oh, who knows. Still doing the job though, isn't it? Oh, you think the header needs repair? Surely not. One field, we only use them one field. Do you think it needs repair? It's possible, isn't it? You check it. Mental note to check that next time. It's a big header, I mean it's a pretty massive header. I'm not sure if it's no, horsepower wise it's a pretty chunky combine, so sabotage by Sarah again. The rogue helper. Right, yeah, we'll stop at the end of this row. Get it tidied up, and then we'll finish it off. Off stream, probably start our next video. Just pick up where we left off. There's our second tillage tractor. Just see him right over there in the distance. He's just finishing up as well. Well, I suppose we better think about what we're going to plant in that. I've got a DB120 planter. That'd be quite good fun getting that filled. That will need filling up a lot. That DB120 planter goes through a lot of liquid fertilizer. Maybe get some Demco side tanks or an additional fertilizer tank for that. Or we could spend a lot of time filling that up. What do I do for work, Steve? I'm a graphic designer and filmmaker, which I'm not going to lie, that's a pretty handy set of skills to have if you want to do your own YouTube channel. So basically, I design and edit stuff all day long, and in the evenings I design and edit stuff. Quite enjoy it though. It's almost like doing a hobby for work. Just the subject matter's not as much fun as farming sim. Well, sometimes it is, but most of the time it's not. Right, I'll finish off this edge here. Yeah, Isaac, that's what we put down before, actually. Oh yeah, Tristan, how you doing? Totally agree, mate. This is the best map out there. At the moment, it's easily my favourite map. Oh, you're another local. There's a lot of you guys about, I tell you. Why can't I lift this header now? There we go. Didn't have the right thing on. tidy up this little edge, and then call it quits. Yeah, we did some ammonia on one of the fields before. It was before you arrived, Sam. Some anhydrous ammonia using a special cultivator. Three combine. I tried 3 combines Treston the other day, and couldn't get the third one working properly. In fact, this field's been a shambles as well, to be honest. Courseplay playing up a bit, but still been good fun. Oh, look, our other combine's full as well. I'm just going to leave him full now. I'm not going to bother emptying him. We have been going for 3.5 hours, guys. Thin slither here. I think it's a bit fatter as it goes down the field. There we go. I'm just going to get these 2 bits because it'll bug me. And we'll finish off that headland next time we're on the map. Don't worry, I'll record it for a vid. Won't miss anything. I'll park him here. Put the header. Power him down. Get out. Well, that's a good day's work done, I think. So the other combine's over there, we'll leave him there. We'll run this back to the farm because it's full. And we'll use that to head back to the field when we come back tomorrow. Thanks, Steve. Doing my PR for me. Appreciate it, mate. Yeah, if you've enjoyed the stream, please leave a sub and a like. It all goes towards helping grow the channel. And yeah, no, thanks all for coming by and watching. We've had a lot of fun tonight, I think. So easy to have fun on this map, though. There we go. Let's just dump this guy and then I'll head to my bed. I'll be sleeping on the job tomorrow at this rate. Get that loaded in. Thanks, little vids. Much appreciated. And Isaac, thanks. Thanks for joining in the chat and having fun. It makes the time pass. I can't believe it's 3.5 hours, honestly. Time's flown by. It's fun chatting to you guys. You know what, I'm now like, there's all these things I need to do. Like, these are guys off the field. He's folded up and everything. Look, what a diligent worker. He's folded everything up and... oh man, this needs repaired, doesn't it? Didn't think how knackered that is. What a great job. Yeah, I'm going to have to go into here and tidy this up. It's going to hurt me too much. Right, workers. You're done. Thank you. Done a good job. I'll just leave you there for now. Oh, he was waiting for him, was he? You're gonna crash into him now. Oh, because they were on... They're on convoy. Let's fold it up. He's reached his endpoint. Didn't mean to do that. How you doing, Canyon? You're back, mate. We're just about to leave, actually. Just doing the goodbyes. What can I say? Nothing more than it's time to go. I'm the Farm Sim Guy. Thank you all very, very, very much for dropping by and having fun with us. And we'll do another one of these again soon. Seem to be pretty popular. So, all the best, guys. Thanks again. Take care. And I'll see you all again very soon.